I want to visit with you about 5 items this evening. The first of those is Stevenson Park master plan and redesign. Our people have recently met with the design engineering firm of Fries and Nichols to review progress that they've made on the design of certain components of this project, the pavilion, a fountain, boardwalk area, and playground. They also looked at various detention options in that review as well. Our staff has also met with a local playground company representative to research the best options for an urban park design. The goal of that is to have playground elements that are not necessarily seen in other parks, something that's also creative, and something that also creates a destination factor. Fries and Nichols will soon have 60% plans available to review, and when that happens, they'll make a presentation to the park board. Of course, Stevenson Park will be at the center of the redevelopment that is occurring in the downtown area. The design work is expected to be completed this fall, with the actual construction work to be accomplished in phased upgrades. The design cost is about $270,000, and the funds come from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. The second item is also in the Stevenson Park area, and that's for parking in Streetscape near Stevenson Park. Streetscape improvements along sections of 3rd and 4th Streets are under design. The 5th Street improvements are already under contract as we try to expedite that to complement the Park 17 mixed-use development that's occurring in that area. That work would be performed by Mr. Arturo Martinez at a cost of about $426,000. The project will include parking adjacent to the park to complement that private development. Features included in the design work are on-street parking, trees and landscaping, lighting, and also a water line upgrade. Fries and Nichols is also providing the design engineering for the project at a cost of about $215,000. All of the design costs and the 5th Street construction costs are also allocated from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. And the third item involves intersection improvements at 2nd and Bryant. This project is now under design with the CEC Corporation, and this project will feature dual left turns and single right turns in all directions. We're still working to acquire one additional easement that we need before we can begin the utility relocation phase. We're hoping to have that completed and start the actual construction of this project sometime shortly after the first of the year. The construction funding for this comes from the 2017 repurposed capital improvement sales tax. And the fourth item is the new water tower at Danforth and Thomas Drive. This is a 2 million gallon tower that is now about 50% complete, and it is on target to be finished by the end of calendar year 2019. This is our second 2 million gallon tower in Edmond, and this design is very similar to the first one that was constructed at Boulevard and Coffee Creek a couple of years ago. The contractor is Landmark Structures, and they're currently priming and painting the tower bowl, which should be complete in early July, depending on the weather. The next phase after that will involve hoisting the bowl into place and then constructing a roof over the dome. At this point, the estimated date for that to occur is Saturday, July 20th. And we know from prior experience that that's a popular event with the public. So our marketing department will send out social media messaging as we get closer to that to make the public aware of the exact timing for that. The new tower will help with stabilizing water pressures throughout the system. And in addition to that, a larger capacity tower is also more economical to operate and maintain. This tower will also allow us to move 2 existing smaller towers, half-million-gallon towers, out of service. One of those on Danforth at the Blake Service Soccer Complex, and the other one at Ayers and Bauman near the UCO campus. The cost of the project is about $4.7 million, and funding comes from the State Revolving Water Fund Loan Program. And then the last item is in sales and use tax. We've now received our last monthly check for the fiscal year. The positive trends are definitely continuing for both sales tax and use tax collections. Sales tax was up over 11% in June from the same month a year ago. And for the year, collections are up almost 5.4%. Which compares to an initial 2% budget projection and a revised budget projection of 3%. Even with that revision, we're significantly above that. That's obviously very positive. Use tax revenue was also up over 11% from the same month a year ago. And for the year, use tax revenue is up over 35%. And the most important number, the cumulative number for combined sales and use tax growth, is 10.38% for the year. So obviously very good economic news.